Investigative journalist Corey Lynn recently asked the question, are Bill and Hillary Clinton involved with child trafficking? While we are still free to ask questions, let's take a close look at what we know about the Clintons and their associates. In 1971, young Hillary Rodham worked at a law firm where she worked on child custody cases. In 1973, she did her postgraduate study at Yale on children and medicine. Her work seemed to be focused on protecting children, but in 1975, Hillary Clinton defended a 41-year-old man for the violent gang rape of a 12-year-old girl.
And they jerked me off my bicycle. They put me in a truck and they were hitting me, and I was screaming and crying. I went into a coma, and I was told at that point by the doctor that it was a 99% chance that I could probably never have kids.
In this affidavit seeking a psychiatric evaluation of the victim and signed Hillary Rodham, the rookie lawyer painted the victim as emotionally unstable, suggesting she'd brought false accusations like this before, that she fantasized about older men.
Years later, Hillary not only bragged about getting her client a lighter sentence, but she chuckled about knowing the man was guilty.
Took a lot of tests. I had the Congress, which he passed, which forever destroyed my faith in Congress.
In 1999, she launched the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children with Richard Branson and his mother, Eve. With board members tied to the Podesta Group, ICMEC is a nonprofit supported entirely by private funds, which claims to eradicate child abduction. And yet, the numbers of trafficked victims significantly increased since its inception. When ICMEC began, human trafficking was approximately a $30 billion a year business. And after 9 years of the ICMEC, human trafficking grew to be over $150 billion a year business. In 2009, the Clinton Global Initiative launched the Polaris Project, who runs the National Human Trafficking Resource Center and Hotline. Also in 2009, Amber Ready Incorporated selected Clinton Associates, the Podesta Group, as their PR company. Amber Ready's cell phone technology creates a database on children across the globe, stored in cell phones. In 2010, Laura Silsby was arrested at the Haitian border for trying to smuggle 33 children out of Haiti. Her lawyer, Jorge Torres, was a fugitive and later convicted of trafficking children from Central America and Haiti into the United States. For unknown reasons, Bill Clinton got involved, and Laura Silsby's charges were reduced to arranging irregular travel. Silsby then returned to the U.S. and became the vice president of marketing for AlertSense, who works with the Amber Alert system. In 2012, the 10-Island Challenge was launched by the Clintons and Richard Branson, and later joined by Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, George Soros, Tom Steyer, Mark Zuckerberg, and Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. Their stated mission is to convert 10 islands into renewable energy. The area is a hotbed for forced labor and child sex trafficking. In 2013, Hillary's State Department covered up the crimes of an ambassador who was soliciting sex with underage children.
A State Department memo says the ambassador, quote, routinely ditched his protective security detail in order to solicit sexual favors from both prostitutes and minor children. The memo also says a top State Department official directed department investigators to, quote, cease the investigation into the ambassador's conduct.
In 2014, the Polaris Project created an online global modern-day slavery database directory. In 2017, Clinton associate Anthony Weiner went to prison for sexting with a 15-year-old girl. His laptop contained evidence of child pornography and a crime against children. Former Clinton Foundation official Joel Getz was director of a chain of private kindergartens in China. In 2017, China launched a nationwide investigation into the chain of schools and reported that several children were drugged and sexually molested. Clinton associate Harold Moody, who worked for Youth Services in Little Rock, Arkansas, was arrested for child pornography charges involving live streaming chat rooms where infants were being raped. Middle East analyst who worked for the Clinton administration, George Nader, is a convicted pedophile. Convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein was part of the original group that conceived the Clinton Global Initiative. Flight logs show that Bill Clinton flew on Epstein's private plane, the Lolita Express, at least 26 times to travel to Epstein's private island, where dozens of underage girls claim to have been trafficked for sex acts with Epstein's powerful guests. NXIVM cult members Claire Bronfman, her sister Sarah, and Nancy Salzman were all members of the Clinton Global Initiative, which is by invite only. The NXIVM cult is being found guilty of sex trafficking, forced labor, and pedophilia. The NXIVM cult was found illegally providing cash to Hillary's 2008 presidential campaign. When looking at all this information, it is only natural to ask the question, are Bill and Hillary Clinton involved with child trafficking? In looking at the various options at the end of her article, Corey writes, they created bills, instilled laws, built relationships, worldwide databases, countless initiatives, partnerships, and global hotlines, all with direct access to and knowledge of children and their whereabouts. And with their connections to several powerful convicted sex traffickers throughout their career, this all looks very sinister. We know there are several ongoing investigations into the Clinton Foundation, its proxies, and their business associates. And hopefully, the truth will be uncovered and justice will be served. For newswars.com, this is Greg Reese.
InfoWars, tomorrow's news today.
They've not shut down our speech. We're at Infowars.com and Newswars.com, and we're defeating the leftist tyrants.
I got mobbed on the streets by fans, but almost all of them said, we used to love you on air. It was so good to see you on the iTunes or on YouTube. Are you coming back? We're at Infowars.com. We're at Newswars.com. Paul Watson's launched his own Summit.news. We have our own videos. We have our own articles. They're trying to destroy us, but thanks to you and others having us on, Infowars is still chugging along. So we're there, folks. Tomorrow's news today.
Infowars.com, man! Woo! Infowars.com, because there's a bunch of people out here. I'm talking about Infowars.com.
I'm at Infowars.com and Newswars.com.
There you go.
We knew this censorship was coming forever. We have our own video streams, our own audio streams, and it's all free to air. Anybody can use it, re-upload it, do whatever you want. People go to Infowars.com and Newswars.com. That's where they find it. There's things called websites. You just go there.